morning. I'm so excited. Jewish Kinderlach, to tell you about a very important person. You may have heard of her already. If you haven't, now is your chance. Her name is Rebbetzin Henny Machlis. The Machlis family in Yerushalayim were incredible people. Mrs. Machlis in particular, she would host with her husband hundreds of people almost every single Shabbos. Someone needed a meal, they'd show up. Could you imagine? Imagine how stressful it is to make a meal for 2 families, for 3 families, for 4 families. It's expensive, it's overwhelming, it's busy, but not for a person who is looking at every moment for an opportunity for chesed. I want to give, I want to be better, I want to help. I live for chesed, Ahavas chesed, right? The Chavetz Chaim's book called Ahavas chesed has an amazing lesson just from the name, right? We do chesed all the time, but chesed just means an act of kindness. When you do chesed with ahava, with love, with excitement, you get to be like your great Zaidi and your great Babi, Avram Avinu, and Sar Yimenu, who ran after chesed, who ran after being kind, and the experience of living like that. Guess who you get to be like? You get to be like Hashem, so to speak. Hashem gives and gives the entire universe at every moment of every day, including you, the ability to breathe, food, a roof over your head. And when you are a giver, you're being like Hashem. And when you're loving giving, you're loving being like Hashem, loving and getting to help others. So Rebbetzin Henny Machlis was awesome. She was incredible, and she would do so much good in the world. And I want to tell you a story about her, a beautiful story from a book. It's one of my favorite books, my daughter Shalva's favorite book. It's called A House Full of Chesed, or her favorite storybook. And it was stories about her. The book is by Shmuel Blitz and illustrated by Leah Krohn. You ready for the story? Here we go. This story is called The Money Changer. This doesn't just show you that she did chesed, though. This shows you a little bit more, and you'll see. In Eretz Yisrael, when people buy things, they use Israeli shekels instead of dollars. If they have dollars, they need to change them into shekels. They go to a money changer to do this. There were many people who trusted Henny and would send her dollars to use for tzedakah projects. Right? When you know that someone's constantly helping and taking care of other people, feeding them, hosting them, so you know that when you're giving her money for chesed, it's going to go to a good thing. So lots of people would send her money. She would take the dollars that were sent to her to the money changer and change them into shekels so she can use them in Israel. Since the money changer trusted Henny, sometimes he would also even lend her money when she needed it for different projects she was involved in. She was very honest and always took care. One time, Henny needed a very large sum of money, 50,000 shekels, which is almost $15,000. I'm sorry, the money changer apologized. I cannot help you now because I do not have anywhere near that many shekels to lend you. Henny just smiled. Could you imagine you really needed to do something really important and really big and you needed 50,000 shekel and you couldn't get it? Not Henny. She wasn't stressed. She wasn't worried. She smiled and nodded to him. Then she sat down in his store and took out her beloved Sefer Tehillim. She began quietly davening to Hashem. Soon a customer walked in with exactly, you got it, 50,000 shekel to change into dollars. The money changer took those 50,000 shekels, gave the customer the dollars in exchange. They flipped him for that customer and now had 50,000 shekels in his hand. He gave them immediately to Henny. Henny just smiled and thanked him. She did not seem surprised at all. After Henny passed away, the money changer came to visit the family, the Machlis family, during Shiva. He told them this story and then he added something. He said, you would think that maybe this happened once or twice. It's like big nays, she really needed it, and all of a sudden it walked into the room when she needed it. But you would not believe how many times this happened over and over and over. Henny would sit, smiling, calm, and pray, and daven to Hashem, and the money would come. That is what we call complete emunah, total trust in Hashem, knowing that Hashem will help you with everything you really need if you truly believe in Him. I hope soon that I'll read you some more stories about Henny and her incredible chesed and kindness. But this message that I want you to take from today's reading is the idea that when it comes to chesed, when it comes to mitzvahs, so you're not doing them by yourself. You're not alone even in your mitzvahs. Hashem is there holding your hand and helping you. And when we trust in Hashem, and we daven, we put faith, bitachon, sometimes a mitzvah you want to be able to fulfill, you really want to do it, and you try your best, and you do all that you can, and then you sit back and trust and watch Hashem get involved and help you with your mitzvahs. And we're not all on the level of Henny Machlis that we necessarily get what's called a nes galui or revealed. I don't know if this is exactly nes galui, but something so obvious. God willing, we'll all get there. But you should know that Hashem is with us in everything that we do, and especially when it comes to something like this, when you want to help another person. Have a great day. Have a chesed day, an Ahavas Yisrael day, a Torah day, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.